More shopping centers at night. We're at Fiesta Plaza. This place is home to some cool things. We have a Dairy Queen, and we also have some places kind of a meme. Well, we'll go take a look at it. Let's get going. We parked outside of Ike's Subs under the brightest street light that's in this area, so I'm actually pretty well illuminated this time, not in the dark. Let's go take a look. Yeah. We'll do a little bit of walking around and exploring the area. Holistic hoops. Basketball clinic? That's weird. We'll go look at that. But first we have Ike's sandwiches. Let me adjust myself here without unplugging anything. Cute. There. Ike's Sandwiches is kind of a nice place. I've eaten there a couple times. Not at this one specifically, but their sandwiches are kind of weird. Like they put like non-conventional stuff on the sandwich. Like they use honey as like a sauce on some of the sandwiches. And it's just kind of interesting. You're not expecting honey on a sandwich. Like with turkey and ham and stuff. Here we got Dairy Queen. It's a grill and chill. Every once in a while, this is the one of the few in the whole state of Arizona that does like a customer appreciation day. And it'll just be like one random weekend and then everything will just be 50% off. I don't know what time of year it is. It's just I've driven by here a couple times and it's been that, so I kind of look over here every single time I drive by it just to see if I can maybe get some 50% off ice cream and food. We have Golf Envy, Hammer and Stain. I don't know what that is. Wood Paint and Sip Studio. We got Bestie's Bake Shop. Never been there. I hear people at the gas station maybe. There's a child care center. And here's the place we were talking about earlier. I think this is like a veterinarian clinic, but for some reason they decided to make the name of it Dog and Cat Repair. I don't know why. It's like they're a device or something that can be fixed. It's Dog and Cat Repair. Oh, there's actually people coming out of the Dairy Queen. I guess they're done for the night. Very fancy place. Nail salon. Got a lot of lights. Guys over there getting off work on their electric bike and scooter. Clockwork Pizza. That's been there a while, but I do not really know much about that place. Crepe Bar. Dark Vader Barbershop. Oh, Dark Vader, like Darth Vader. That's funny. It's got a lightsaber. You can, I don't know if you can see it on the side, but it's just Darth Vader. And then there's a red lightsaber below it. Anya's Mexican food restaurant. Oh, it's pretty hot out here today. I think it's 103 right now at night, which is pretty crazy for night. It's one of our hottest days that we've had so far here in Arizona, and you can definitely feel it. Alright, here's our sign for Fiesta Plaza. They just say veterinarian on the sign. They don't say dog and cat repair, unfortunately. It only says it on the main sign. Alright, There's a lot of art on the wall. Maybe we'll look at that when we come back. Well, let's do some touring around. I'm not sure if there's anything useful on the other side of the road here, but diagonally across there's another Pollack Plaza. We can go view that. Circle K gas station. Most gas stations here of these types of chain variety are going to be 24 hours a day. We're on the crossroads of Rule and Elliott here in Arizona. Tempe. There's a lot of crickets in this area. The crickets, for some reason, are only in that area, though. I guess there's some still over here, too.
Wait.
This is a weird button that's on there. You actually just wave in front of it. There's no button to press. It's touchless. Alright, here we go. Let's not die. Jeez! That police officer took off fast. He's speeding already. Looks like there's a CVS tuck back there. It's pretty dark back there, though. I don't know if we'll go over there. CVS is not that interesting to look at anyway. Now I'll show you guys the little hand here. So you kind of put it in front and you just... Oh, this one doesn't work.
Wait.
That's dumb. The other one worked. Alright. Oh, it's like vibrating or something. This is Pollack Southwind Plaza. I don't know how he comes up with these names. We saw like the gold... Was it the Walk of Gold or something like that? It was one of the ones we went to a little while ago. And then there was another Pollack one that we went to where the Dollar Cinemas was there. Or Dollars Cinemas. There's this weird walkway right here. Let's take it. It smells like Indian spices right now. I think this is an Indian restaurant. Like you can kind of have that smell. Yeah, there it is. Passage to India. It looks fancy. I've never eaten here. I've never really ventured into Indian cuisine. But you can definitely smell spices. Across the street we got a Dollar Tree. Maybe we'll walk over there to see that Hoops place. What is SFHQ? Soul Fighters headquarters? Was it like a fight studio? We have to definitely get closer to there. The smell is now subsiding. It's kind of a weird smell now. It kind of smells like bread. We're getting close to the Vine Tavern and Eatery. I've only been in here once, and that was because I was invited by a friend. The food was okay. I don't do much drinking or partying or anything. I'd never had any drink before, so it was more just kind of be there and talk and chat. The Savvy Stylist. Fancy logo. The S is part of the scissors. There's only one vehicle in this whole parking lot. Oh, there's the bread. Copper State bread. Okay, there is a bread place over here. I thought I smelled bread. It smells a lot like bread now. They must be cooking some. Suddenly it just started smelling like soap. Soul Fighters headquarters. Free trial. Do some Rex Kwando. Bow to your sensei. I just realized that Osmo's been acting up a little bit lately. It's been drifting. It is getting a little old, and there are new Osmos out there. What is over here? There's stuff back in there? That's weird. What is back in here? I don't want to get too close to cause any alarms or anything to happen, but we'll at least take a look. It smells like fresh dirt. And this plant over here is actually really green. Very interesting. Not very deserty looking. There's some sort of chiropractor back there. You can see some of the jujitsu rings, I guess. It's part of the Soul Fighters. They got some of these old halogen lights that are buzzing. And modern new lights. So it's weird, you got a fight studio, you got a spa and a chiropractor, and you got a dance studio. So if you had a boy and a girl and they were doing after school activities, you can come here. There's a Sprouts here? I didn't know there's a Sprouts here. And I never really looked on this side of the road. All this stuff's kind of tucked back in here, and it's hard to see it when you're driving by. And it doesn't stand out very well just because on the other side of the street there's not much going on, and over here there's not much going on. The only places I was on here and the diagonally on the other side. So you largely drive past this area and don't really notice most of these stores and shops. I guess unless you're like looking for them. Like if you're looking for maybe a dance studio or a fight studio, you'd probably be able to find these. Because there's not very many of those in Arizona that I know of. What is this, some sort of playground school? Maybe childcare? Maybe it's a doctor, I don't know. Oh, Banner Urgent Care, yeah, it's some sort of doctor. Urgent care facilities are quite common here in Arizona. Many people might opt to go to one of these over a hospital or the doctor because it can be faster to get seen, and it also can be a lot cheaper in some cases. Many insurances actually are accepted there over, say, like a hospital visit where you might have to pay a much higher copay. Oh, it's really hot right now. Looks like a comic store. It's weird that they don't have any, there's no sign on the wall. You can only see it there. Cosmic Comics. Flooring and finishes. I never understood a store like this. Why would you go here over somewhere like Home Depot? Or go with like an actual company. And then there's some sort of hair place. I don't know if it's like a salon. Yeah, I guess it's a salon. It's in a weird spot. This looks like it used to be a dry cleaner. At least it has that kind of shape. Many dry cleaners in Arizona are kind of shaped like this. where the main door is like really tucked back in there because you didn't need a lot of the outside space. But it looks like whatever was there, if it was a dry cleaner at one point, is now a hair store. I think there's some sort of gated community across the street, which is kind of weird that you have that across the street. Let's put really fancy weird houses in the middle of Tempe. Well, actually, this is like the southern side of Tempe. It's nowhere near the middle. This side of Tempe is kind of, the houses here are worth a lot more typically, which is why you might see fancier housings. But this place would most definitely have some sort of a monthly charge for homeowners association fees, because it's got its own stupid little gate. I don't know why you'd want a gate. I guess it would keep bad people out, but it also makes it a lot harder to do stuff. Like if you want people to come over, now you have to figure out how to get them into the gate. You want to order something, now you have to figure out how to get Amazon or the shipping company through the gate. Food ordering, good luck with that. I've never understood that. I had a couple friends that have lived in gated communities, and when you go to visit them, it's just difficult. You get there, you get stuck at the gate, you have to call them like, hey, what's the code? There's like 3 people behind me, help. And you gotta hope that he answers. Because there's not multiple openings over there to go in. There's only one. Oh, it's really hot here. Smells like Indian food again. Alright, we got our walkie man. That's good because there's actually no button over here. It's gone. Or maybe there was not one. They might not expect people to walk in this direction because it's kind of weird. The guy gonna stop? Okay, he did. Looked like he was just gonna burn through it. Alright, we got the Dollar Tree and Holistic Hoops. This sign is actually pretty well lit for some reason. It's kind of weird that you well light the sign when it's not even open, versus the signs across the street, which are not very well lit. But that doesn't matter because they're not open. I always wonder why they don't have a sign that has like if the shop was open on the sign or something, that store light would be on and all of the other store lights that are on the sign would be off. Like, that would be interesting. That way you can tell what's open and when it's open. So if there's no lights on the sign, that means everything in the shopping center is closed. This is kind of weird. You have to go around this whole low wall here to get in there. For some reason it smells like propane. I'm smelling maybe propane or natural gas. Maybe there's a gas leak, maybe there's not. We might explode and die, who knows. But it smells like propane. Here's a Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree, I think, used to be a dollar store. If it's not still a dollar, I don't know. But I think they started branching out to, now it's like $1 or more kind of place. Many 99-cent stores or dollar stores don't make it very well in Arizona anymore, or pretty much anywhere in America. The time of the 99-cent store is kind of over. Sometimes I go shopping in here for balloons because the balloons are pretty cheap and they come with helium and they inflate them. If you go to like a grocery store to get it, they usually charge you for the balloon, and you're paying like $13 or $14 for the balloon, and then you got to pay to get it filled too. They charge you like a gas fee since helium's kind of uncommon nowadays. Alright, here's the Holistic Hoops basketball clinic. Performance training, ESA something, birthday parties. With Holistic Hoops, I would think it would be like some sort of like maybe church thing, but it seems like it's more just like almost like the fight center or the dance place that's across the street over there. It's just more tuned to that industry. Pretty quiet and safe around these parts at night. Much better than some of the places we've been. We're starting to get a nice warm breeze. We're supposedly in the middle of a monsoon season, but we've not seen any rain, any big rain yet. I don't think there's any rain in the forecast, at least until the middle of July. We're still somewhat in the early stages of July. I think today's the 9th. Oh man, the wind is really picking up now. Man, where is this wind coming from? We're gonna have to wait. We don't have a button. Try to turn my back to it so that my ears kind of block the mics from blowing out. This is probably going to be some nasty audio, but we'll see. Now, I don't know where this wind came from. It was just full still until right now. There's not a cloud in the sky at the moment, so we're not going to be expecting any rain right now. Although it's really hard to see the stars. I guess we're in the middle of the city, so it's a lot harder. With all the lights in the city, it kind of makes the background disappear. Back over to Circle K. Oh yeah, we wanted to go see those colorful walls. Maybe we'll go loop around to do that real fast, and then we'll end this video. I should have went that way, dang it. Well, at least with the wind here, the temperature's dropping. I don't know if it's actually physically dropping or it's just the wind chill kind of making it a little cooler. Alright, we're going to walk through the drive-thru of Dairy Queen, I guess, to go look at these colorful walls over here. This also shelters us a little bit from the wind. Now we're getting some good sounds. All the leaves rattling. Oh, that's weird. They actually put little stick signs up preventing you from driving down the drive-thru. Something that's kind of weird though is there's like a whole bunch of stuff just sitting back there, like mop buckets and things and tools. I don't know how that doesn't get stolen. Alright, here's these weird colorful walls. They put these in here in different places to kind of cover ugly things like these generators. This is a cellular tower. It's actually designed to look like a palm tree, so it has like a little bit of disguising on it. They try to blend it in with the rest of the surroundings because it looks pretty unsightly to have a big metal tower in the middle of a parking lot. So some of the stuff they try to do to make it, this wind, to make it a little less unsightly, is they try to dress it up with these art projects. So here you see that this one says Tempe and then there's a bike on it. They also might put little artist patterns, like that might be the artist that kind of did it. And then on this side they have some of the stuff that's in this shopping center, like this lady that's all dressed up here. I guess there's a place that does that kind of stuff here. But over here is the burger place, or the sandwich place for Mike's. You got the pizza for the pizza place. It's wherever that was. Is that over there somewhere? At Clockwork Pizzas. Ice cream for Dairy Queen. Crepes for the crepe bar. I don't know what the dub is for though. Maybe that's for the dog and cat repair. Oh no, maybe that's what the dog is for, I guess. Oh, that's a taco. Is there a taco place here? Oh yeah, I guess there is, Anya's. So you'll see these from around the town, especially the ones that have these disguise things that they try to dress them up to make them look less conspicuous. Even though you're not fooling anyone with this big tower with all these little panels on it. I'd imagine that these towers are a lot more expensive than your typical cell phone tower that's not disguised like this. That's some of the stuff that they try to do to make them a little more city friendly. I'm sure like the fancy places across the street over there, like all the houses behind that gated community, probably advocate for less ugly infrastructure. I did notice along this road here that there actually is a large power line. You can kind of see it in the darkness there, but there's like one here, and they're pretty big towers and they're kind of unsightly. Not a lot of areas here in Tempe have power lines, but Tempe is sort of an older city, so much of its infrastructure is still above ground, unlike newer areas where much of the infrastructure would be below the ground. Alright, well, we made it back to the car now. We're back to Ike's Sandwiches, which is super bright. I might have to go back here someday. It's weird because they move around a lot, I've noticed. Because with the Ike's that I used to go to, there used to be one close to my house, but it closed down, and I guess they moved it, and they keep moving it like all over the place. Like, it's never out of business totally, it's just always moved. So you get used to going there, and then suddenly it's not there anymore, and you're like, ah. But then you drive around and then you randomly find one, and you're like, oh, here's one. I don't know if it's the same one and they just move where the rent is the cheapest or how it works, but that's a little bit of stuff that I know about that. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's a Fiesta Plaza in the Pollack, whatever that place was called. I forgot what it was called already. But we went to both places and did a little bit of exploring. So, see you guys next week for some more Binaural Recording, Sights and Sound. With me, your host, Dan, and have a good one. I don't know where we're going next week, but it's probably another parking lot. We'll figure it out. Have a good one.